coming back this year?
Very pleasantly surprised. He told me the whole time, all summer, that if he didn't get the money he was asking for, he was going to come back to school. And of course, I didn't believe him.
Yeah.
But he held up. He stuck to his guns and didn't get what he wanted, and he's back.
How much money did he want?
You're gonna have to ask him. I'm not sure what it was. He didn't tell me what it was. He had a number going into it, and he told all the teams what he wanted, and they, I guess they called his bluff, and he wasn't bluffing.
So you guys lost like a lot of starting pitching last year. So how are you going to replace those innings?
Well, we lost 3 pretty good ones. Real good ones, and Diaz and Rzuski and Salas. 2 of those guys being All-Americans, and getting Andy back helps out anchor the rotation on Friday nights, and we got a couple new guys, Thomas Woodry, that we're moving in from the bullpen to the starting rotation, and Enrique Sosa, which has not had any starts this year, his career, I'm sorry, and yes, Danny Garcia has had a couple starts last year, and so did Derek Beaupre. So early on we got 5 games the first week, and then we're still in spring training mode, trying to figure out what's going to be before they settle into the rotation.
Did you ever think of moving Brian Garcia to the starting line?
No, you know what? The closer's too valuable, and that's a position that's not only stuff, it's makeup and mentality. He's got everything you need to be a closer, and we're not going to mess with that spot there.
What do you expect from him this season?
Just when we hand the ball in the 9th inning, go out and win games for us. That's why it's a tough spot to fill, and once you have a good one, you don't mess with that guy.
So the back end of the team was definitely the bullpen of the strength. It was a strength of the team last year. So how do you think it's going to be this year?
Well, it's good. Of course, with moving Woodry to the rotation, it gives us some more stability in the starting rotation, but it weakens our bullpen a little bit. We're looking for some young guys to step in his role, like Mike Medavie is a young freshman left-hander. That's very similar to Woodry. Goes a little bit harder, but also has a great changeup and a lot of deception in his delivery. We're looking for him to step into that role, and Jesse Lepore, big right-handed freshman as well. That's you're gonna see a lot of them this year, as well as Steph Meyer.
How excited are you about those freshmen you brought in? Man, we got a lot of big freshmen coming in: Pimentel, Medavia, Lepore.
Yeah, that's they got a lot of potential. The thing about freshmen, you don't know what you're gonna get right away, and you got some really good days, some really bad days, and some average days in between. But it's a learning and growing process for those guys, but they're going to be thrown in the fire right away and see what they can do.
What kind of adjustments do you guys have to make to the new baseball?
Get the ball down. Less fly balls, more ground balls, but we're not going to change our philosophy. We still pitch to contact and pitch inside and try to force the issue with every pitch. Try to make the hitters put the ball in play as early as possible in at bats.
Is this a significant difference that you have to deal with?
It's more than the 20 feet they're talking about. The ball definitely comes off the bat a little harder, travels a little further. But pitching is pitching. You make a good pitch, you get rewarded. If you don't, you're going to get hurt. So.
How have they adjusted to throwing off-speed pitches with the lower seams?
Surprisingly, it hasn't really affected any of the off-speed pitches. I thought it would affect it more, but it hasn't. It's just mistakes get hit a little further.
I saw Enrique touching 93 on the gun at the alumni game. Is that something we can expect out of him consistently?
He's an 88 to 92, 93 guy. He's a little amped up, being his first game under the lights and against outside competition. But you're going to see a really good, curveball and slider combination from him. He didn't throw many in the alumni game because of who we were facing, but his best pitch is definitely is that curveball and slider. It's a difference maker there.
Coach Moore said he expects you guys to score more runs on offense. Is that going to change how you guys pitch it off?
No, like I said, if the balls, it's not going to change. We're taking an aggressive approach of attacking hitters, and our goal is to make the hitters put the ball in play. Sometime within the first 3 pitches of an at-bat.
Is there a young guy who you're very excited to see or most looking forward to?
There's a couple guys. Like I said, Jesse Lepore is a guy you can see a lot of, and Mike Medavia and Devin Meyer are probably the 3 guys that get the most work early on, and before they can prove what they can do.
Thanks a lot.
Does the ball throw any differently? Is that something you can notice at the shorter distance?
The pitchers, they've liked the feel in their hand. It does feel smaller and lighter in their hand. So the pitchers have no complaints about it until the ball travels 400 feet. You know what I mean? So, but it's not what it was back when, in the I guess late 90s, early 2000s, where you get the 9-0 hitter hitting 8-9 home runs. Yeah. The big strong guys are going to hit the home runs, and the other guys are going to hit mistakes hard. That's about it.
Do you get less of a break on pitches? Is that noticeable yet, or even slightly?
I have not noticed that at all, and I thought I would, or we would, and no pitcher has any complaints to it. Nobody's physically, there's no change, no difference to it.